I'm Chris Naylor, chef in Amsterdam, 46 years old, and I've been in Amsterdam now for the last 22 years. I started with 2 Michelin stars, went down to 1 and lost my stars, and then changed my way of cooking, my style. Started to concentrate more about produce, sourcing of produce, where things come from, how product is produced, how product is grown, who are the people behind the produce. And then that as the base, as the lines towards the kitchen, and then serving food very, very simply, presenting it in its best form. And that's been the basis for the kitchen now for the last 5-6 years. If you're working in Holland, what's Holland famous for is its land and the production of vegetables. Now, in Northern Europe, of course you have fantastic meat and fish, but then the vegetables is something that's underestimated by lots of chefs. It's only in the last 20 or 30 years that we've gone over to a protein diet. We always used to have vegetables as basis. It's not something new, it's just a way of cooking, and it's also that I have very good lines for the produce from the supplier or from the grower to the restaurant, and that's very easy to control. Now I think about 70% from my menu is based purely on what we have from the garden from Wim. Wonderful tomatoes, the last of the beans, who's just telling me now they've got bologna beans about to start. Yeah, why the vegetables that way? That's in my heart. This is what I am. We've talked about it before, that if you see the land in Amsterdam, the farmers, the produce, it's wonderful. Following the season, this is a wonderful way to work. We have a garden on the roof, so the guests that they have contact see where produce comes from. And plus then we have ourselves, we can grow our own herbs, vegetables, so we have very good sourcing. Again, I've got very, very short lines between when something is picked to being served. I know exactly when it happens. Vegetables is one of the few things which you don't have a sell-by date or a production date, so you never know how old something is. So the fresher it is, the more flavour we're talking about. Urban farming, you see that now very much in London, in the US, that produce is grown locally within the city. The idea is that a city in the future has to be able to produce its own food. Now, what I do on the roof is not the solution, but it's a step in the right direction. It sees the possibilities. You have so many square meters of roof, that's unused areas. The future for my food has to be simplicity, really good quality for produce, cook simply and the correct sourcing, so the guests get the best flavors and the best possible food. Our dish is going to be the product itself, cooked correctly and then served.